Our story begin in episode 8, where we would see Wheeljack obviously come down towards Earth and get ambushed by Decepticons. But I'm gonna change something. You see, in this timeline, Wheeljack has two partners with him, two of the most fiercest women, and they're not too pleased. So they do what any respectable woman would do: throw a tantrum and start beating up some gents. Yeah. So the Vilcons are absolutely getting throttled. They're being pushed around, getting gunned down. And even if Makeshift does come, yeah, he got absolutely cooked. Would I say Makeshift gets killed? Uh, nah, not really. Nah, he's alive. Barely, but yeah. And we would see Optimus, Bulkhead, Bumblebee and RC coming in. And the four of them are shocked to see the two partners that Wheeljack mentioned, as he did say that he has some two partners with him that are interested to join Team Prime. And Optimus is shocked to see one of them, and the other one he's also very surprised, as Optimus says the name, a leader one, Chromia? And a leader along with Chromia looked towards Optimus. And let me just say, you know that face your mother would make when she's mad at you? Yeah, that's the type of face they have against him. Why? I'll explain later in some parts, but yeah, we're gonna start it off with a bit crazy. But yeah, now both of the women, along with Wheeljack, go inside the base through the ground bridge as Team Prime brings them back, along with Wheeljack's ship. And I would end up this episode with like this. I would say Starscream would be mad against this because he's mad that he couldn't get Wheeljack. But then Sunway will come to him and suggest him something. Maybe we can. Well, he doesn't really have a voice, so I can't really say. I can't really use a voice again for him. Ah, dang it. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna use a voice. Maybe we can allow Makeshift to transform into Skyquake. Hearing this makes Starscream look at Starscream. I mean, looks at Soundwave like not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Makeshift, do that. Makeshift also and become Skyquake. And yeah, now we will skip to episode 9. And oh yeah, by the way, Alida and Chromia joined Team Prime and got some vehicle forms. Does Wheeljack join? Yeah, I would say he joins. Why not? Because I'm gonna change episode 6, season 2. Because hey, let's just say the Autobots they're gonna get a lot of help, so I'm gonna give the cons some extra muscle. Yes, they would lose the war, but hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let's continue. Now, episode 9, I am not gonna lie, plays out the same because there's nothing really changed much. I mean, we have Chromia, we have a leader, but there's no changes. So yeah, but we skipped episode 10. Now this episode, dang it, that's still the same. Still the same episode. But dang it, even episode 11 is the same. Let me think quickly. Yeah, never mind. Those episodes would remain the same. But episode 12 is where everything will change. As RC is not by herself with Jack, she has a leader and she has Chromia. And they will basically be walking all together along with Jack. And of course, Arachnid ship crashes down and RC still has to go to the ship along with her sister. She touches it, gets PTSD, and tells the sisters what's going on. And both of them look at each other like, crap, we have to kill her. And basically puts RC will still find Arachnid, but she still gets whipped up. But her sisters are coming to save her. And since we have a leader one and Chromia, and since I have to do a power scaling to allow you all to understand where they scale to, let me say this. Now I would say RC is the fastest of the group, But Chromia would be the strongest, but Alita would be the smartest. But I would say Alita is stronger than RC, but slower than her. Nah, I would say they even strength, but in terms of speed, RC got that advantage. In terms of intelligence, Alita got that. And in terms of weapons, I would say Alita has that more than her sister. And we would skip to Chromia versus RC. Well, not verse, but the power scaling thing. Alita, oh no, not Alita. I mean, Chromia would be way stronger than RC. I'm not gonna lie, but RC would have the speed advantage, but the durability. All of you are wondering why I'm scaling them well to RC or scale using RC as a scaling. Well, the thing is, RC has always shown to be on the level, if not slightly above Arachnid. So, you can't blame me. I mean, the show shows it itself. So, yeah. So, I would say them tag teaming Arachnid is like, it's like Oxmus and Bumblebee coming in to save the day. Yeah, Arachnid gets cooked. I ain't gonna lie. She gets tagged in by the triplet sisters. As Alita will be focused on basically removing Arcee's restraints and the webs, and Chromia will basically be holding off Arachnid. And now since Arcee's free, they all work together. And the thing is, they managed to beat Arachnid to a submission to the point she's just bloodied. I ain't gonna lie, and Arachnid says a comment. She's like, "So are you gonna take me back to base?" Hearing this, RC takes out a gun and says, "I don't think so." Now, Arachnid would be shocked and she would try to beg for mercy, saying that this is not the Autobots' way. But then Alita would say something quite interesting. This is not Optimus's way. Hearing this would make Arachnid shocked. She would say a few things like a leader is basically a Optimus's second command technically, and she always follows his code. But a leader would say, and how is that gotten us in the war? He's always holding back. He's always doing his own thing. His morals are more of a weakness than an asset. Yes, he's a great guy, but he's way too naive and kind. So we would have to get the job done. Hearing this, Ragnar tries her best, but we see Chromia just grab her by her throat and proceeds to rip out her voice box. And remember, Chromia is like in most continuities. She's basically Ironite, a female version of Ironite. There's a reason why Ironite and her boyfriend and girlfriend, there's a reason why. Chromia is as psychopathic or as, what can I say? She's as violent as him, so yeah. And the thing is, I would say she's worse because at least Ironite would still follow Optimus's code, but her, nope. So she just proceeds to rip out Arachnid's voice box. And RC proceeds to kill her. The reason why is, well, you can't tell me she's gonna bother to spare Arachnid at this point. You can't. And besides, look at the team I put up. You can't tell me one of them don't want to kill. These are three sisters who would love each other towards the end of the earth. And when one of them want to get revenge, the other two are gonna help out no matter what. So it doesn't matter. Arachnid was gonna die at the end. So I'm gonna give her a quick and easy death. But yeah, that's the end of episode 12. And they were just, oh yeah, before I end episode 12, they would take Arachnid's ship and use it for their own benefits. But yeah, that's the end. And we'll skip to episode 13, which plays out the same. Same with episode 14. But episode 15 would be interesting. I would say it would start off like this. Now, the Autobots are at base. Busy chilling, busy having a good time. But Ratchet would inform everyone there's a there is a energy source somewhere across the earth, somewhere far away. And Optimus hears this and he's like, ground bridge is there. Autobots, roll out. As Optimus takes everyone besides Ratchet, which is himself, a leader, Chromia, Bulkhead, Bumblebee, RC, and Wheeljack, yes. And yeah, basically they'll all go towards the location of the energy source, and they would arrive and they will go inside a cave, and they are busy checking, and Optimus steps on something which glows, and we would see a passageway opening down, and Prime would be shocked as he says, "Stairs underneath? Is this an underground base?" So Optimus and the Autobots would basically walk down, wondering where this would take them. And they would arrive in a hmm, what can I say? What can I say? Let me just say a gladiatorial pit. But in the middle of the pit is a shield. Optimus looks at the shield for a second and recognizes it as it's one of the knights of Iocon shields, one of the powerful artifacts. Optimus would say like it has the power to absorb energy and dish it back even stronger. Everyone will look at him, and Wheeljack's like, "So you're telling me if I shoot at that thing, you can absorb my energy blast or energon blast, and you can redirect it, and it'll be even stronger?" Correct. What else can the shield do? It can also create a barrier, and the more energy blast or anything that has energy in it besides physical damage would just increase the barriers. Are you saying it will increase the barrier shield? Yeah, so it'll be more durable than ever. You gotta be kidding me. This is very powerful. And unfortunately it will be mine. As Megatron says it from behind them. Everyone will turn around and see the Decepticons. And now Optimus would be a bit shocked to see Skyquake because I would say makeshift Skyquake wasn't in episode 9, 10, and actually most of the episodes until now. So Prime has not seen makeshift Skyquake yet. And makeshift Skyquake would explain who he is and what he is. And seeing this, Optimus is extremely shocked. And he looks straight at Makeshift and he's like, "That's disrespecting the dead." Looking at Megatron, he says, "And you allowed this?" Skyquake was a very loyal warrior, yes, but I need the muscle, so what do you expect, Prime? Prime says, "I expected more, Megatron. You are a man of honor." "I'm a gladiator. We don't have honor much, so cry about it. But move aside and let me take my artifacts so I may use it to my advantage." Prime. Optimus refuses and a battle proceeds. As the Autobots start fighting the Decepticons, and I would say are having a struggling time. As Optimus is fighting Megatron, and I would say Bulkhead and Wheeljack are working together to fight Makeshift Skyquake. I would say Makeshift Skyquake is getting tossed around because, yes, he's as strong and as fast and has the same durability and everything as Skyquake. But in terms of skills, he's not as skilled as the guy. Sure, he has somewhat skill, but he's not as skilled as him. So yeah, he's not getting tossed around like it's easy. It's extremely difficult, but they're doing their best. But yeah. Now we would see Aussie, Alita, and Chromia basically using their speed and agility to just beat up the vehicles. Basically, that's basically what they do. Yeah, the whole time. And we would see basically the other Autobots, such as Bumblebee and yeah, B. B getting tag team by a knockout and breakdown. B's getting beaten up. Oh my boy, he's getting pushed around. B's on the ground, tired and exhausted, cracking. Now Optimus does try to help him, makes which gives Megatron the chance to basically backhand him from behind. Literally, he does that. And he would rush towards the shield and tries to pull it out, but he can't. Optimus will quickly get up and shoot Megatron by the leg, grab him and throws him away. But before he can rush in to attack Megatron, he hears a voice from the shield. He turns around and he sees one of the knights of Iocon. As the knight says, "You are the last knight. Take what is yours." Here in this, Oximus is kind of you can say mind controlled towards the shield. He picks it up and grabs it and puts it on his arm, and the shield glows. Everyone stops fighting for a second and heads around as Oximus lifts up the shield. And turning towards the Decepticons and Autobots, he says, "Now this is what we need." And now all the Decepticons look shocked as makeshift Skyquake says, "Can't only a knight hold that?" Hearing this, Megatron says, "Huh, so you're never just a Prime Optimus, you are also a knight." But then Knockout says something interesting. "But all the knights are dead, so does that mean he's the last knight?" uh, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing most of you understand what I'm saying, but let's continue. Now, Optimus uses the power of the shield, basically. He starts shooting at the Decepticons. Now, all the Decepticons start shooting at him, but Prime just puts his shield up. And every single blast gets absorbed within. And Megatron screams at all his Decepticons, "You idiots! The more you shoot at it, the more it absorbs your energy, and the more stronger it becomes." Wait, what? As Optimus basically dishes out all their attacks and proceeds to basically blow a hole through every single vehicle, like a straight hole through the spark chambers. These guys lost that. They are dead. Dead, dead. Megatron will look at this like, well, why? Why can't I ever get a win? As Megatron will scream at the Decepticons to evacuate. And they do. And Optimus will come and help out his Autobots who are badly damaged, which is Bumblebee, Wheeljack, and Bulkhead, along with the girls, because yes, they are quick and fast, but doesn't mean speed is gonna help you much if you're outnumbered. Sure, you can outpace them, but they can just wear you down. So yeah, that's why speedsters are usually wear down before anyone attacks fully. Yeah, easiest way. But yeah, Optimus will look at all his Autobots and says, "Now this is the advantage we needed, Autobots. We have a chance to end this war." Wheeljack says, hopefully you don't hold back against Megatron." Optimus looks at Wheeljack and says, I I am not going to anymore. This is where we Autobots stop holding back. This is the tide we needed. This shall be the edge we need to end this bloody war. Autobots, it's time to go back to base. Ratchet, open the ground bridge. Alright. And the Autobots will go back to base, and yeah, this is the end of this part and the episode. And all of you are wondering, why did I kind of change the episode instead of using, Starscream to revive revive Skyquake and all that. No, don't worry. You see, Starscream is gonna use that a bit later. A bit later, if you remember, it's gonna be. I would have to say he's gonna use it in season 2 in this timeline. Season 2, he's gonna use it, and yeah, and I would have to end up this part like I said. Peace.